Hello, thanks for joining me. My name's Claire and I'm here today to give you a 2-card tarot reading. It's Sunday the 11th of December, but if you're seeing this video and it isn't Sunday the 11th of December, it's a different day, don't worry, just assume that this message has come for you today and hopefully it will resonate and help and guide you in some way. So, let's see what we've got today, 2 weeks before Christmas. Hope you're all getting ready. Oh, card fell out. I love it when cards fall out because I do feel they really want to tell us something. And this was a major arcana card as well. It's the Wheel of Fortune. I've not seen this card for ages actually. And the other card that came with it was the 9 of Cups. My friend Harriet, this always reminds me of you. You know why. Okay, so why? I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune and I don't know where to start. So I'm going to put the 9 of Cups down for a minute. So the major arcana cards are, I feel, messages from the universe about where we are. And the Wheel of Fortune is a little bit of a topsy-turvy card that maybe suggests that we really don't know where we are. Where do you feel on that wheel? Are you on the top with the Sphinx or you're down the bottom with that guy leading us to the underworld? It's a difficult card to read, this card, because I feel that it's the easy way out to say that sometimes, you know, Wheel of Fortune's all about fate and the wheel turns and we never quite know which part we're at, and sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. And I don't want to just go down that route of saying the obvious, that things that you can just read from a book, although I'm saying book, and then I've just immediately looked and every single one of those characters in the corner of that are reading books. So that was my point. If you just read the book of what the Wheel of Fortune card means, you can sometimes miss the message. So, okay. Right, why am I going down this route? I feel like I'm rambling, but I feel it's because somebody's trying to get a point across. So we were talking about the books. The 4 signs in the corner of this card are actually to illustrate the astrological signs. So the fact that there's 4, there's one representing air, water, fire and earth. So they're all sitting there quite happily reading books. And I keep going on about books, but I just feel that sometimes okay, yeah, I get it. All right, so sometimes things happen in our life that we learn lessons from. Obviously, we learn lessons from books, which is why I'm really drawn to talking about the books in this card. But sometimes we learn lessons from life, and the Wheel of Fortune does tell us that life isn't always in our control. Sometimes, you know, we're not quite where we want to be. But even if you're not where you want to be, even if you're feeling right down the bottom when you really want to be up, it's all about lessons and learning. Life is a lesson. So I feel very much, and I'm also drawn to the fact that this is number 10, which is the end of a cycle, usually. I feel like you've learned some lessons this year, and as we're moving towards the end of the year, it's not just about going, oh, you know, I learnt that, didn't I? It's understanding why everything that you've been through has been a lesson and a learning curve, and that you've completed that cycle of knowledge. Okay, that is the message I'm getting anyway. That's how I feel that this card. So, you know, we could go. That's why I don't always like saying the traditional meanings for cards, because I feel that is the message. And sometimes when you look at a tarot card, don't go straight to your book and read what the message is. Look at the card and see what you're drawn to. And for me today, I was drawn to those books. But how does that link in with our 9 of Cups man? Well, 9 of Cups, generally this guy looks really happy for himself. My friend Harriet is not too keen about his the way he's sitting, but you know, he just looks really content and just really happy. His cups are sitting in a row behind him, and I always like to follow the story of the cups when I'm talking about the cups, because if you look at if you laid out 1 to 10 in the cups, it's quite a difficult journey. There's a lot of sad cards in the cups as well as happy cards, which I'm sure if you're a lover of tarot, you'll know. If you have a pack, do have a look. The 8 of Cups, obviously the one before the 9, is somebody walking away. I feel it's like an eclipse season actually, because in this pack of cards there's the moon and the sun together, which obviously we had a few months ago. But they're moving away because they understand there's something missing in their life and they're moving to something better. So I feel this card is very much telling us that was the lesson that you needed to learn. As hard as it was, as sad as it was, as difficult as it was, what you've had to leave behind, what you've had to go through has got you to be this very confident, happy person that has now found that missing cup. Okay, so they leave the 8 of Cups. There's clearly a gap in the sequence of the cups, and they're moving off into the darkness to look for something else. We've been through the darkness, haven't we? We've got this beautiful golden glowing light now, and I think you should just be really proud of yourself. I think we all should be actually. Christmas is coming, and we often always thinking about other people and doing things for other people and making sure everything's done. But I really feel today on this Sunday, so I've got a bit of hair in my eye. On this Sunday, if you get time, just give yourself a moment to think, well done. I really did complete a very difficult cycle there, and I've learned a lot about life, about its ups and downs, but also about myself, and I feel I'm a better, stronger person and happier person because of the lessons that I've learned. Now, interestingly, we've got a 10 and then we're going back to a 9, aren't we? So it's not a backward step. It's like, okay, now I've got that about myself. The next step is to integrate it and find that community and people. And we were talking about love yesterday with the energy cards, who we're worthy of giving our love to. That's the next step in the Cups journey. Once you've conquered, realising your own self-worth and loving yourself and being really happy and content, it does kind of follow that you meet new people that are also in awe of you and think you're lovely and you can see yourself, see your worth. So that's a very exciting prospect for maybe the new year. Let's see perhaps over the Christmas period, let's see what happens. Please do tell me if that resonates with you. The Wheel of Fortune can be a very difficult card to navigate, but I feel we're over it and we've done it. So do pat yourself on the back today and give yourself a moment to just say, well done me, because it's been a tough year for a lot of us, but we've made it. We're nearly at the end now, so let's celebrate. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. It's the 12th of December tomorrow, and 1212 is a very powerful number, so I'll be talking about that tomorrow and giving you another message. Please do join me then. Thanks so much. Bye.